SOX, Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. The culprits involved are right here in the video. Here are all of the semiconductors, and semiconductors are always weak in the summer period, but they start to gain a lot of momentum. And as we go into the fall period, autumn and fall, Christmas and all, is that semis have a tendency of selling more chips during that time of the year. So when we're looking for weakness and strength, is if these semis, all of these names aren't doing well in October earnings coming next month, we can go over here and take a look at the weekly chart. We can take it where they were up here. This was where the crown top was, where the shorts were, and this was all back into in the first part of the year. They came off their big rallies that they had down here. Those are multi-weekly rallies up there. That's what semis do when they lead markets and weekly buy signals. And I can tell you that we are oversold here, but we also have a major neckline right about here, this trend line. And the 200-week, the green line, it's a back above it. Here's your major 1 week, 2 week, 3 week with a weekly move the last 2 weeks of August now. August was a horrendous month for people. They didn't know how to be short, but remember, this will lead rallies and help. If this consolidates here and holds a bottom trend line and back in filling and bottom up, but nonetheless, it is in a bear reversal trend, so any move up to resistance levels, that 10 week is about to cross over this 100 week. Boy, that's not good, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that it's a good gauge of the economy. And any upward declining weekly moving averages to sell into resistance. When semiconductors are doing well, then bull rallies set up. If the semiconductors continue like most other sectors is selling into that resistance, that means that people are still lightening up, and the month of September is an asset allocation month. MMTs, you already know about that. We're going to have to watch this consolidation. And not only that, we need to get back up above this trend line. This is where the break was. And the weekly moving averages have got to stop declining. It's going to be a lot of overhead resistance for the foreseeable future. Selling into rallies, selling into strength remains the trade. That means that the leadership over here, there's some darn good ones in here that are really good. Broadcom being one. The other ones that are in here that can be good is SanDisk at times, but they're all seasonality. Texas Instruments is in here. Xilinx is in here. There are companies that really provide KLAC 10 core down to 3482. Marvel, MRVL right here. Oh boy, back down to 1289. Think of that. NVIDIA, it's so-so. It does okay. So we look to see that the sector improves, and you will hold support levels, and other indexes will follow the semiconductor component for the remaining calendar year of 2011. Support breaks or closes back below that 200 week. So it was fooling with it for the first time in a long time. And if we sell through it, there's going to be more electronic stop orders, and this bottom here is major in the semiconductor.